Happy Super Bowl Sunday, guys. Clearly, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm here to do a fucking rant for you guys because I've missed you. So, hey, how are you? It's been fucking forever, and I have so much to talk about and so many reasons why I've been gone. So, I was supposed to do this last week, and I was doing it, except the lights kept going off. So I was drinking, and then the lights would go off. And then I got to a point where I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Because at that point I was like, hey, happy Saturday. Because a few weeks before that, I had not only one flu, but two. A double flu. Have you heard of such a thing? I haven't either, but it can happen, and it did. Type A and B. And I had a sinus infection, so I didn't drink for 3 weeks. So then I was sipping on my cocktails while the lights kept going down, and I got a little drunk. So I was like, hey, everybody. Welcome to Chicago. Right. Okay. So, sorry I didn't post, but it's probably best. So, second of all, hi to my friend Kurt, who's in prison in Florida. What up, Kurt? I love you. Thank you for the years of support. Thanks for all those dirty messages. Thank you for making me laugh. And I have a question for you and your inmates. So you guys can talk amongst yourselves and let me know the final answer, okay? Kurt's a little wild. He gets a little bit of trouble sometimes. These prison men get horny, okay? Which I don't blame him. But he's done some funny shit, okay? So anyway, Kurt, this is for you. Why is it that people will not eat the brown end of the banana? They're like, oh my God, it's so gross. But they will lick 13 people's assholes. So, I'm waiting for an answer. I want you guys to come together and come up with an answer for that. Because I find it hilarious that people are like, that is so gross. And I'm like, you sucked 12 people's cocks yesterday. So, I feel like that's a little judgmental on the banana, considering you had 15 dicks in your mouth. So, right. But I do live in Chicago, the land of no accountability, where you can pretty much get away with anything and no one gives a fuck. So, here we are. Right. So, the rant I was going to do for you last week is hilarious, and it's about one of my property managers back in Lincoln Park like 17 years ago who was wild, okay? This guy was fucking wild, pulling his cock out, all the things. But given that a week has passed and more shit has hit the fan in my neck of the woods, I'm going to tell you a different story, okay? A little different story. I'm going to take a sip of this because this story is something else, okay? So first off, I had somebody tell me I sound like Marge Simpson. I mean, I don't know if that's an insult. I mean, I think it is, but I don't know. So, what do you think? What do you guys think? And people have told me before I sound like Demi Moore, but I don't know. It's because we both have like scratchy voices because our vocal cords are closer together. Right. That's what happens with people that have scratchy voices. So, right. When I worked at Hooters back in the day when I actually made money and I could verbally assault people and they would still tip you, it was amazing. I could literally verbally assault people and they would give you more money. It was like my wet dream. So, but back then people would always be like, is something wrong with your voice? Are you sick? No, this is just the fucking way I talk. So, is something wrong with your face or your personality? I don't know. Have a great day. Anyway, so let's talk about what happened to me. Men have been coming out of the fucking woodwork for me. So I don't know if it's like the season of desperation or some shit, or they're like, I wonder what Cassie, a single mom who hasn't had a day off in 8 years, is up to. Even though I haven't talked to her in a decade. Right. So I had a man text message me the other day at 1:41 a.m., okay? This was somebody that I dated literally 10 years ago, okay? We can get into that story another day. Well, we might get into some of it today. But he's like, when are we going to go for wine sometime? I have not talked to you in literally 10 years. You had a girlfriend last I knew that you took a picture with every fucking day and posted it. Look it, here we are on a boat. Right, okay? So he's like, when can I take you to dinner? First off, hi, how are you? I haven't talked to you in 10 fucking years. What's going on? One of the most important questions to ask that I've had to realize in Chicago is, are you still with your girlfriend? Now, I know that seems like an obvious thing, but it's not here. It is not. People will fuck you while they're married, while they're dating 17 people, it's a racket, okay? So I'm like, are you still with your girlfriend that you took a picture with every single day for 5 years? He's like, no, it didn't work out. And he's like, she used to just smoke weed, spend my money, and watch Netflix all day. Sounds pretty fucking good to me. So, I mean, it must be nice to have no responsibility. He's like, I paid for everything. She would just spend money. And then we wanted to have a baby. And I spent $17,000 on IVF. And she would just get drunk and smoke weed and didn't take it seriously. I was like, that's a beautiful story. So, it's beautiful. Sounds like you guys had a great relationship for all those days. So anyway, yeah, he was like, when can I take you to dinner? I don't know, never. Never. Okay? Please excuse me if my nose is running. Because literally I was sick for an eternity. So he's like, I will pay for everything. I will take care of you. I will pay all the bills. I will do anything you want. I do remember 10 years ago you pushing your head down. My head down, sorry. My head down. Like, why don't you do this? He's from Bulgaria. Why don't you do this? And I do also remember you forcing me to take the morning after pill. But what you failed to notice is I would have never wanted to have your kid. So actually, I would have just thrown myself down the stairs if that were going to be the situation. So he's like, I need to see you take it. I need to see you take it. I need to see you take it. I don't want to have your baby. So, well, newsflash. It's funny what people say, isn't it? It's like, maybe they should interview you. Would you like to have my kid? Fuck no. So, that would have been over in a second. But he's like, here's the morning after pill. Take it. I need to see you take it. I need to see you swallow it. Oh, I'd be happy to. And I'd be happy to never talk to you again as well. Peace. Anyway, so the hilarious part of this story is this. When can I take you to dinner? When can we have wine? And I was like, what made you think of me after 10 years? Seeing how is you haven't talked to me once in the meantime. So he's like, I don't know. We always had fun and we had good sex. Oh, okay. We did? I'm glad that you remember that. So, see, I can't deal with this. I have 110 jobs and I work every single day because some parents in Chicago don't like to participate in parenting, so I work every day and I do 5 people's jobs and I don't have time for this. So he was like, when would you like to have a weekend getaway? Yeah, fucking right. That's what I want to do. When I haven't seen you in 10 years, I want to take me and my 7.5-year-old son on a weekend getaway. That sounds like a fucking true crime situation waiting to happen. So, right. He was like, where do you meet these men? When he asked me what I had been up to. Because I've been in court for multiple years because men tend to ruin my life. He's like, where do you meet these men? The same place I met you, here in Chicago. Hashtag Chicago, the land of no accountability. The same place I met you. At a restaurant or a bar or on the street or in the grocery. Same place I met you. So, and I feel like you're comparable to all of these other men as well. So, I don't know. So then he goes on to talk about, with her, he was like, she's going to get ran through with men and then she'll appreciate me. Will she? Or maybe she'll just meet someone who wants to take care of her and doesn't give her shit about it. So, the best part about this is because I didn't respond, because I have 110 jobs, he was like, oh, you didn't respond. The next day, he's like, I'm in love with her. His ex. He's back together with her in 24 hours. So yesterday, he wanted to have sex, drink wine, take me away, pay my bills, move me into an apartment, spend his life with me. And today he's like, the heart wants what the heart wants. Why are you wasting my time? So this is like delusional. Why did you even contact me? I'm fucking over it. So I didn't really enjoy you pushing my head down every fucking day. So, right. Whew, so there's that. Don't worry. He blocked me the next day when he was like, I'm in love with her. The heart wants what it wants. Good luck to you and the dysfunctional bullshit. So, and then it's like he blocked me. I would probably block me too, because I can smell bullshit a mile away, and this is wild. Anyway, that was one thing that happened to me. And then my maintenance man who bit me in the face, the one time he just came in and bit me in the face and was like, do you need a massage? Yes, he is also Eastern European. I don't know. He was like, you and me need to go get some drinks this summer. Okay, I give you a massage. I pay for everything. I do everything. What is happening this week? So, what is actually happening? Because I feel like this is wild because you're still married and I don't want your wife to kill me. So, woo! You guys, I have so many stories for you. I don't know where to begin, where to end. I mean, every year that goes by, shit gets crazier. So, happy Sunday. I hope you had fun at the Super Bowl. You can find my Patreon if you want to. Oh yeah, that was another thing. One of my friends at the gym, my 64-year-old friends, he's a member of my Patreon, and he sent me a message saying that he had a boner in the shower and was thinking about me. He's like, I'd like to take you somewhere. And he said his fantasy was literally having sex with me with one cross-eyed like this. He wants to fuck me like this. What? Do you guys even think that's even hot? It was not supposed to be hot, okay? There's nothing about this that's hot, but that's his fantasy. So, hey, happy Sunday.